Hello, it's Sean. As I'm working on my Cold War era stuff, I've picked up some more models. Um, these are from PFC CinC, and I've got a collection of stuff. I kind of purchased these based around the idea of Team Yankee. So I've got some M1 Abrams, I've got some M901s, some M163 Vulcans, and some M113 transports for the US side of things. So my idea is that this is going to give me a pretty diverse group of the ground forces that are available for the US for Team Yankee. So let's start with the M113s. I've already opened this and primed these guys, so let's show you what you get here. So the models aren't bad. The level of detail is nice in my mind. I'm happy with how they look. The only gripe that I really have is how small the turret or the main gun is. The barrel is tiny, which is probably to scale. It's just very flimsy. So I'm worried how those are going to hold up on the table. You'll see it even more with I think the M1 Abrams, but I like the models. I don't have anything to compare these to really because I don't have any GHQ transports. They don't appear as detailed as the GHQ models that I have, but maybe this tank just doesn't have the same structure, whatever. When you're playing these though on a table, you set those down there. I'm not real sure it's going to make a difference. They are going to look great painted up, and I'm happy with them. And they are a bit less expensive than what GHQ models are. So GHQ are super detailed. They're very nice models, but these are really nice too. So take that for what it's worth when you're making your decision on buying the models. The M1A, or excuse me, the M113s did come with some extra turret. So I got 4 hulls, or main bodies, and then 5 turrets. So if you lose one or one's bent or whatever, that's nice that they have an extra one in there. Next up, let's look at the M163 Vulcan. This is the anti-air platform. Again, pretty nice detailing on the model. There's a little bit of flash on some of these. It's got to be cleaned up, but nothing that's too difficult. And there are some mold lines as well, but again, at this scale, I don't know if you need to clean them up. If you want to, you can certainly, but I don't know that it's really necessary to spend too much time on those mold lines. So this pack came with four bodies, and there's the turret. And again, it looks like there are 5 turrets in the box, so that's nice. You get an extra one. And that is the turret. Looks like you got the little radar on the side there. So they look nice, and I think these will paint up pretty well. So I'm looking forward to doing some work with those. And then got the M901 This is the toe. The bodies look pretty similar, but they are different. The whole hatches and stuff on the top are a little bit different. Not a lot different, but a little. You can see the different. Let me use something to point. So that is not on this. There's something across that grill work that's not there. So they're pretty similar, but they're different. Again, we got the mold lines, which not a problem. A little bit of flash here to clean up. Looks like on these I've only got 4 turrets, which is fine. There's not the same fiddly bits with the barrel on this, because it's pretty much more solid structure on it, and I don't think it's going to sit in there nice. Oh, there we go. So these are kind of raised up from the body. They sit up on a platform. My understanding is that the idea was they could park hull down next to a hill and still have visibility with the weapon to engage the enemy. So that is kind of why that gun sits up on a little bit higher mount like that. Sorry, the turret is kind of not glued in, so it's fiddly. But again, nice looking models. I think they'll be fun to paint. I think the scale is pretty easy, straightforward to paint, and you can see that in some of my videos. I haven't painted the CNC models yet, but they're soon. They'll be in progress. Alright, and then this is a box of the M1 Abrams. These are the main battle tanks for 1985, the Cold War era. So these are for Team Yankee. And again, the barrel on these turrets is really thin. You can see it's kind of bent down. They're very easy to bend, so you can straighten them out, put them wherever you need them to be. But it is going to affect how these models are on the table. You got to be careful how you grab them. So there is M1 Abrams. Looks like a nice model. Again, some flash. You can see that there. Maybe you can see it. Just knocked it off. So, but nothing that a little bit of work with a X-Acto can't fix. I'm pretty stoked about getting these painted, playing up a game. I might play my first game of Team Yankee without these, just with the models I've already got, just because I'm kind of interested in trying it out. So in addition to the US forces, I got some models for the Russians as well. So I've got a big 10-pack here of T-72s, and then I've got some BMP-2s, and the BMP-2s come in with packs of 3, and these barrels are super thin. Again, I'm guessing they're probably to scale, but you're gonna have to be pretty fragile. And here you can see the flash that needs to be trimmed off on these. But here's the BMP-2. Looks nice. It's got nice detailing on the top, I think. The ribs there, the grill, whatever it is. And these have little machine guns that you can mount on them as well. And I don't know if that's a machine gun or what it is, I guess. You can see the hole on the top of the turret where that mounts. See that hole there? These get trimmed off and stuck in there. I'm not sure I'm going to stick those on because they're kind of fiddly, but maybe I will. So 3 hulls, 3 turrets in a pack. A little bit of flash, no big deal. I'm not really worried about flash unless it's big and chunky and hard to trim off. These are pretty thin. The T-72s. So we got the hull of this guy. Again, pretty nice detail, really. And then we've got our turrets that are going to sit on top of that. More flash. So these are going to be more models for my Cold War era games for Team Yankee or Cold War Commander or Fistful of Toes or whatever other game I find that I like the rules for. So I've posted a video of a playthrough of Cold War Commander and I got some stuff wrong, so I'll be posting more videos as I learn, and I appreciate the comments on that, helping me to figure out how to do stuff right. Team Yankee is in the works. I've been reading the rules and look forward to giving that one a try. I used to play Flames of War, and the rules are pretty similar to that, so hopefully I won't make quite as many mistakes. I stopped playing Flames of War, though, because I didn't really dig on the rules. They've changed them a bit. They've streamlined some stuff, so hopefully it won't be quite as bad. One of my biggest gripes was how fiddly Close Assault was, and in the Cold War era stuff, I just don't think there is quite as much Close Assault, so maybe it's not quite as big of a deal. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. So this is a little bit of a review, unboxing, whatever, of some PFC CinC Russians, BMP-2s and T-72s, and then the Americans as well. If you have any questions, you can put it in the comments below. If you have, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more stuff like this and the other projects that I work on, you can subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.